This is Freddie. Freddie is currently lying in the middle of 4 lanes of Saigon traffic, next to a motorbike he has owned for 4 minutes. He's not hurt. He's mostly just down there now. The GoPro is still running. The GoPro is always running. It's currently filming the sky. To understand how a boy from Surrey ended up here, we have to go back 12 days. Meet Freddie. Freddie is 19. He's from Guildford, and Freddie is not on holiday. Freddie is on a journey. He has finished school. University starts next year. The 14 months in between are, in his words, for the soul. Freddie is going to Vietnam. Vietnam is going to be fine. Chapter 1. The Announcement. Freddie has told everyone that this is not a holiday. A holiday is what tourists do. Freddie is a traveler. The difference, he explains, is important. He cannot tell you what it is, but it is important. He is doing it properly. On a shoestring. He says the word shoestring a great deal. He is bringing 3 outfits, an England shirt, an Arsenal shirt, and a pair of black shorts he considers formal wear. The shoestring is his dad's credit card. Freddie does not bring this up. Neither, out of respect, will we. Much. He introduces himself at check-in.
Just Freddie,
he says.
Yeah, just Freddie.
His passport says Frederick Ashby-Wright. We'll come back to that. Chapter 2. He landed a millionaire. Freddie lands in Ho Chi Minh City, walks to a cash machine, and becomes, for the first time in his life, a millionaire. The machine gives him 3 million dong, about 90 quid. But it does not feel like 90 quid. It feels like 3 million. Now, Freddie is on a shoestring, so Freddie downloads a currency app and Freddie checks it before every single meal. He will not be overcharged. Not by 10 pence, not by 5. He haggles a woman over a bag of fruit until he has heroically saved the equivalent of 30 pence. And then, that night, Freddie buys the entire hostel around. 12 people. Beer, shots, the lot.
It's only like 20 quid, mate.
At home, Freddie will not buy you a 5-pound pint. At home, Freddie has opinions about the price of a pint. Freddie is going to be very, very good at spending money he has decided isn't real. Chapter 3. Crossing the road. By day 2, Freddie has crossed a Saigon road exactly 4 times, and this, Freddie has decided, makes him a local. So when a brand new backpacker freezes at the curb, Freddie is ready. Freddie has wisdom now.
Mate, listen, you don't fight it, yeah? You flow with it. You become the traffic.
And then they step out. And for one moment, the guru and the beginner are identical. 2 pale boys, frozen in a river of motorbikes, quietly reconsidering everything. They make it. Freddie exhales like he never doubted it, and thanks a passing waiter with a hearty "Xin Chao," which means hello. He has been getting these slightly wrong for 2 days, with total confidence, and will continue to for 5 weeks. He has also bought a conical hat, which he is certain makes him look like a local. It makes him look like a tourist who's bought a hat. Chapter 4. The Hostel Full of Freddies. Freddie came to Vietnam to get away from tourists. Specifically, he keeps saying, from British tourists. He checks into a 12-bed dorm. There are 11 other people in it. They are all British. They are all 19. They are all on a journey. He meets a lad called Seb. Seb is from Bristol. Seb has been here 2 weeks, which makes Seb, to Freddie, a kind of god. Because here is the thing about Freddie. Freddie wants the authentic Vietnam, the real thing, off the beaten track. And the way Freddie finds the authentic, real, off-track Vietnam, entirely for himself, is by going wherever Seb from Bristol says is actually insane, mate. By 11 p.m., the room has agreed that Vietnam changes you, that they might not go to university after all, and that each of them is thinking of quitting their job to travel. None of them has ever had a job. Chapter 5. He bought a motorbike he could not ride. Every traveler, Freddie has learned, buys a motorbike and rides it up the country. So Freddie buys a motorbike, a $300 Honda Win held together mostly by belief. He does not have a motorcycle license. He does not have insurance. His mom does not know about any of this, and this is the plan. Never will. The shop needs a deposit. Freddie hands over his passport, and that is how a bike shop in Saigon becomes the first place in Vietnam to learn that just Freddie is legally named Frederick Ashby-Wright. He starts the engine. He gives it a confident little rev. He travels approximately 6 meters and very nearly murders a chicken. And then Freddie, the motorbike, and his dignity part ways in the middle of the road at a top speed of 4 miles an hour. The traffic flows around him, gently, like a river around a confused rock. And here's the thing. 2 days later, Freddie can sort of ride it. Badly. With a bandaged knee and a fresh graze he calls, "Just a scratch, mate." And Freddie has decided that he has, and I am quoting him, basically mastered it. Chapter 6. The cheapest beer on earth. That evening, on Seb's recommendation, which makes it authentic, Freddie discovers Bia Hoy, fresh draft beer, poured into a glass, served on a stool built for a toddler. He asks the price. It is 8,000 dong. Freddie does the math. Slowly. Twice. It is 24 pence. It is cheaper than the water. Freddie has to sit down, which he already is. He raises his glass to a passing local and shouts, "Bia Hoy!" which is not a greeting. It is the beer. He has essentially shouted the word lager at a stranger, warmly, as a hello. This, he announces, is the real Vietnam, drinking with the locals. The locals are 2 Australians and a man from Leeds named Gaz. He came here to find himself. Mostly, he has found happy hour. Chapter 7.
Bro, the food is unreal.
Freddie has been in Vietnam for 5 days, and Freddie is now a food critic. He has eaten 2 bowls of pho. On the strength of this, he now has firm opinions on the regional differences in pho. The northern style, the southern style, which he explains at length to people who live here. He refuses on principle to eat anywhere with an English menu.
That's tourist food, mate.
He orders instead by pointing at whatever the person at the next table is having. He has decided a place is a proper local spot, based entirely on how low the plastic stools are. His iron gut, he explains, can handle anything. Street food, raw herbs. He is, he says, basically immune now. Then he has 1 drink, with 1 ice cube. At 3 in the morning, Freddie is now in a pharmacy, whispering into a translation app, trying to describe to a wonderfully unbothered pharmacist exactly what has happened to him. She hands him the correct thing before he finishes the sentence and goes back to her crossword. He recovers the only way he knows how. Vietnamese coffee, thick, sweet, strong enough to raise the dead, which this morning it roughly does. Freddie is now on 3 of these a day. This will become a problem later. It will become several problems later. Chapter 8. Hoi An made him a suit he'll never wear. Freddie rides into Hoi An, the lantern town, where a very good tailor takes 1 look at him and sees exactly what he is, a boy with his father's credit card. He came in for 1 shirt. 9 minutes later, Freddie is using the word drape. He is talking about the shoulder. He is asking with total authority whether it's half canvas, a phrase he learned 4 minutes ago from the tailor, who is very good at his job. He leaves with 3 linen shirts and a full 3-piece suit. He is 19. He owns no events. He is traveling, let's remember, on a shoestring. And then, glowing with beer and destiny, Freddie decides to make it permanent. a tattoo, in Vietnamese, to remember the journey. He shows the artist some words off his phone. He is fairly sure they mean free spirit. The artist looks at the phone. The artist looks at Freddie. You sure? Freddie is sure. Freddie is always sure. Chapter 9. The Fake Gear. As Freddie rides north, something happens that his 3 outfits did not plan for. It gets cold, properly cold, mountain cold, and Freddie packed for a beach. So Freddie discovers the greatest marketplace on earth, the Northern Gear Stall, where every brand you have ever heard of costs £4 and is definitely, completely real. He buys a North Face jacket, and a Patagonia fleece, and a rain shell from a brand he cannot pronounce. The shoestring traveler, haggler of 30 pence, does not blink.
It's literally the same factory, mate. Same factory. They just don't put the logo on.
The logo begins peeling off before he reaches the next town. Freddie does not notice. Freddie is warm. Freddie is, for £4, a mountaineer. Chapter 10. The Loop. And then Freddie does the Ha Jiang Loop, days of motorbike riding through mountains that do not look real. Now, 3 weeks ago, Freddie did not like motorbikes. 3 weeks ago, Freddie had never ridden one. That Freddie is gone. This Freddie wants to ride across Asia. This Freddie thinks every road should be a mountain road. This Freddie says, the loop, like there is only one loop in the entire world, and you should already know which one. And then, on the 3rd evening, at a pass with the whole valley going gold beneath him, something strange happens. Freddie lifts the camera, and then, for the first time in 26 days, Freddie puts it down. He is staying with a family who are very kindly not that interested in him. Somebody pours him a glass of rice wine. The kids are doing homework. Nobody films anything. For about 10 minutes, Freddie isn't performing Vietnam. He's just in it. It is the best thing that happens on the entire trip, and it is the only part he has no footage of. Chapter 11. The Insufferable Return. Freddie comes home changed, sort of. The thing about traveling, he tells everyone, is you realize people back home are just so obsessed with material things, you know? He is saying this while wearing a custom suit, a fake North Face and a tattoo, holding a Finn coffee machine, and queuing up 4,000 clips of GoPro footage. He now drinks 6 coffees a day. His hands shake slightly. He blames the altitude, which Guildford does not have. Someone points out his North Face is peeling.
It's literally the same factory, mate.
At a Vietnamese restaurant, a waiter offers to tell him what it says, and Freddie, who has decided it means free spirit, cannot risk it.
Nah, mate, I know what it means.
He waves the waiter away. He will never find out. He has built a personality on it. He learned everything about Vietnam, and also nothing. The one moment he thinks about every day is the one he never filmed. He will not, however, be buying that 5-pound pint. So, he begins, when I was traveling... His friends have heard this. His friends will hear it forever. If you have ever traveled with a Freddie, or been one, you already know exactly who to send this to, so don't hesitate to share it with them. This was another fresh off the plane production. Like and subscribe for more traveling stereotypes.